No, the thumbnail was not a clickbait. Here's the proof of my Fiverr income for the last 3 months. So it's definitely possible to make lakhs and lakhs of rupees doing what you love from anywhere in the world at any time. This video will be a complete roadmap for beginners or for people wanting to start freelancing. I'm a top rated Fiverr seller. I have been freelancing for 4 years. I have worked on thousands of projects for clients from over 60 plus countries. So I definitely know a little about freelancing. So let's dive right in. So what is freelancing? Freelancing is when an individual works independently, offering their skills or services to clients or businesses on a project basis without being tied down to a long-term employment contract. Basically, you become your own boss, self-employed, and your skills become your asset. It's a one-person business model, so you'll be handling sales, marketing, accounting, client communication, and all the projects. So the next question you might have is, why would I choose freelancing over a secure corporate job? So let's start with the pros. First, flexibility. As a freelancer, you can choose your working hours and location. You can travel around the world and work for a couple of hours a day. Second, choice of clients and projects. You can basically select which clients and projects you want to take on. Third, setting your own rates. You have control over your earning because you set your own rates. You decide what to charge. Fourth, exposure to global brands. As a freelancer, you can work with companies around the world. So it's not all rainbows and unicorns. There is downside of freelancing. First, isolation. Because you'll be working alone, you won't have any colleagues or co-workers and it will get lonely at times. Second, uncertain job security. So as a freelancer, you might have a lot of work at times and sometimes you won't have any work at all. So your income may vary from months to months. But don't worry, if you stick till the end of the video, I'll also show you how to go from a freelancer to an agency and have a more secure business model. Third, too many responsibilities. As a freelancer, you would have to do all the work from invoicing, sales, marketing, and also the legal work. And fourth, no employer benefits. As a freelancer, you won't receive any benefits such as health insurance or retirement offering as you get in a corporate company. So now, where do you actually start? The only way to make money is to provide value to people, and for that you need to develop a valuable skill. A skill which gives return on investment to the buyer. For example, you might be a coder which develops a website for a client which they use to showcase their products. Another example of it would be me editing videos for my clients which they upload on YouTube and it generates more revenue for them. Similarly, you can sell any services these days. If you are selling your services for $10, make sure no one else is providing more value than you. Then the next question you might have is, where do I learn such skill? There is this quote by Neville Ravikant which says, "Free education is abundant all over the internet. It's the desire to learn that scarce." You can learn any skill from YouTube these days. Let's say you want to learn graphic design. Just go on YouTube and search graphic design for beginners and you'll get thousands of videos. Once you decide on the skill, make sure you put all the time and effort to learn that skill and to master it. It takes around 10,000 hours to master a skill. Think of this time and effort as an investment. Let's say you want to become a doctor. After school, you would spend around 6 years in higher education to become a doctor. Here you just have to put 5 to 8 months of hard work and you will probably earn more than a doctor. If you think of it that way, 5 to 8 months is not a lot of time. So give it everything and be the best at what you do. Once you have developed the skill, now it's time to create a portfolio. Your portfolio is like your digital resume. And each time you reach out to a new client, you would have to show your portfolio. So it's very important to create a very unique and attractive portfolio. Next question you might have is, how do I create a portfolio without any experience? For example, you are a graphic designer. You can just redesign the Pepsi logo or the Coca-Cola logo and then add it to your portfolio. That will make you stand out from rest of the people. Your portfolio should be able to hook people immediately. Also, go and check the portfolio of your competition and ask yourself, is your portfolio that good? If no, then it should be because that's your competition. Now, once you have a good skill and an attractive portfolio, it's time to get your first client. Here comes the $1 million question, how do I get clients? So to get clients, you would have to market yourself. There are two ways. First is inbound marketing, which is basically the customer coming to you. And second is outbound marketing, which is you going and reaching out to the customer. Inbound marketing works like a magnet. A good example of inbound marketing is freelance platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, and Freelancer. So basically, if you go to Fiverr and search video editing, my service will pop up. Customers will reach out to me. Instead of me going and doing sales and marketing, The freelance platform is doing that for me, and therefore it saved my time and effort to do the sales and marketing at my end, and for that it charges me a 20% fee on each order. So for example, if I charge $100 for a project, 20% will go to Fiverr and I'll get the remaining 80%. Other example of inbound marketings are blogs and articles, SEO, webinars, social media influencers, etc. Outbound marketing is the opposite of inbound marketing. A simple example is cold emailing, where you find customers. This can be tough and time consuming because first you would have to generate a lead and then send thousands and thousands of emails and messages to your potential client. Cold emailing is still one of the best ways to get clients in the business. For that, you need to do lead generation. So what is a lead? A lead is basically a customer who might be interested in your business. There are few ways to generate leads. First one is doing it manually. So for my business, I'm looking for real estate YouTubers. So what I do is I directly go to YouTube, filter out according to the number of subscribers, and then go to their channel and find out their mail, and then add it to the lead list. There is also another way to do it manually. So for example, you're a logo designer and you design logos for a gym. You can filter out clients according to the location also. So for example, you are targeting clients in New York. You can directly go to Google Maps and then put the location New York and search for gym and get their email. So this is the manual way to do it, and it might take a lot of time. If you have a budget for lead generation, what you can do is you can go to Fiverr and look for someone who can generate the leads for you for $10 or $20. You need to create a lead list out of this. This means creating a spreadsheet containing their first name, company names, channels and website, and anything else you noticed on their channel or website. There are also lead generation platforms like Lemlist and Apollo.ai which you can use. There is a great video by Jordan on lead generation. I have added the link in the description. Once we have a lead list, next thing we have to do is create a cold email template for different clients in different niches. These are the things I keep in mind while drafting an email. First, a nice and catchy subject line. Second, personal commitment about the business. Explore the business and write something personal about the business so that they know that this mail is not copy-pasted. Third, personal introduction. Give a 1-2 line introduction about you and your business. Fourth, planting a seed. Talk about the business and about the service we want to take over and how we can help them. Fifth, offer a solution by flexing. Talk about your recent achievements and how you are the best alternative for their business. 6, ask them for a meet or a chat. And 7, do a follow-up after every 2 days. This cold email template is available for free in the description. Now, the next question you might have is, how many emails or messages do I send? So it really depends. It's a number game. We send around 50 emails every week and do follow-up after every 2 days. So this was a brief example of cold emailing and how I do it in my business. Some other example of outbound marketing are advertisements, billboards, video ads, etc. So after landing your first client, next question might be, how do I price my services? What do I charge for it? I would suggest to go small, and in the starting, don't go for the money. Look for reviews and happy clients. Once you have enough clients, slowly you can start increasing the prices. It's all about demand and supply. Once you have a lot of reviews, a lot more orders will start coming in. For example, when I started, I used to charge $5 for a video. I charge around $100 for a video now, and still I am overbooked all the time. So it's all about getting a lot of good reviews and building that social proof. Next, as a freelancer, you would have to take care of the contract, invoicing and payments. So if you work on a freelance platform like Fiverr or Upwork, everything is taken care of. The process works like the client purchases a package, and then the payment is held with the freelance platform till the order is completed, and after that it is released. This process creates a very safe and secure method for both the buyer and the seller and reduces the chances of a fraud. But if you're working outside of these freelance platforms, it would be great to create a contract yourself, which includes everything in the order, the delivery date, and what will happen if you fail to deliver. Also, I would suggest taking the payment upfront, about 30 to 50%, which reduces the chance of a fraud and shows you that the buyer is actually interested. For payments and invoice, again, if you're working on a freelance platform, everything is taken care of. If not, you can use PayPal for international transactions, and it also creates an invoice for you. Also, while creating an invoice, make sure you're aware about the local taxes. Once you start getting monthly revenue, I would suggest registering your business. There are multiple types of business that you can register. I registered my agency as a sole proprietorship. As a sole proprietor, you have full ownership and control, which makes it much easier for you to operate your business independently. As a freelancer, you would also have to file your ITR, I personally did not have a lot of knowledge in this field, so I hired a CA, and I think it would be the best because you already have a lot of things to do. Once you have registered your business, you can also start hiring salaried employees, which will help you scale your business. I personally used LinkedIn to hire my teammates, and then I trained them for a couple of months, and that's how I went from a freelancer to an agency. I use Slack for communication, and there's a plugin called Workcast, which I use for project management. Now it is a lot more predictable and secure model because we have around 3 ways to get clients. First is Fiverr, second is email outreach, and third is through referrals. It's a fairly big topic. Let me know in the comments if you want a complete video of my journey from a freelancer to an agency owner now. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. I'll try my best to reply to you. Also, if you found this content valuable, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more valuable content. And I'll see you in the next video.